Hi everyone,
Hi.
and welcome to another Gladsley review. So we've just come back from watching A Quiet Place 2, and this is our review.
So this is the continuing survival of the Abbott family, and boy was I looking forward to this film. It's been a long time coming, everyone.
It's been about 2 years, and I'm like, as soon as it started, I was like, finally, I get to see this film. I really was so looking forward to seeing it. So yeah, it was nice when it started. I was like, here we go, let's get on. I have to say, for the opening scene for this one, it was absolutely fantastic. I knew I would be so excited to see back how it all began on the first day, on like day one, how it all started. And yeah, it didn't disappoint. It was absolutely fantastic. It was exactly what I wanted to see.
Yeah, I agree with you. It kind of sets up all the tense parts of the films that you remember from A Quiet Place. So if you haven't seen A Quiet Place for a while, it kind of draws you back into it because
Yeah, it does have a similar feel.
yeah, because like they're all sort of acting normal, playing baseball, and you knew something bad's going to happen. And I was squeezing your hand, and it was sort of like they're making noises. They shouldn't be doing that. And then just everything sort of unfolded very quickly, and then just transported us to like day 471. So I like that little bridge of the gap there. I do think there's a bit more of a story to be told in sort of day one.
Yeah, we only had a couple of days, and I feel like there is, so, like you said, there is a gap. There is so much in between that we could see. They could carry on going for this, I think, for at least maybe one or two more films, just so we can exactly see how it really all unfolded. You're only getting like little snippets at the minute, so it's just really interesting. It's really intriguing.
More of a story to be told. Just talk a bit about the cast. A nice welcome addition now with Cillian Murphy as Emmett. I enjoyed his performance in this one.
I know, we lost one hot guy in the first film, so why not bring in another hot guy? I love Cillian Murphy. I think he's absolutely fantastic. I love him in Peaky Blinders. Knew I wasn't going to be disappointed with this performance. And I if anything, I wanted more from him. I wanted more from his character, because I feel like he's got a bit of a past as well that we don't overly know what's happened with. So I'd like to know a bit more about him, but he was overly just a great actor in general.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, everyone was brilliant in this movie, but the star of the show was Millicent Simmons. She was brilliant, as always.
Yeah, she does a really good job. And I always forget that some of these kids are just kids. And to say that they're acting so well is, with a big cast around them as well, which can be really difficult, they do really such a good job together. And she should be so proud of herself. As mentioned earlier, this is like super suspenseful. I think I forgot as well, because we haven't been to the cinema for so long, how jumpy I get in the cinema.
Yes.
I was like, no. I must have jumped about 5 times. And yeah, they really came at the best parts. You kind of knew they were coming, but I still jump anyway, so you guys would probably still jump. But yeah, there was parts where the whole family were separated, but there were suspenseful things going on in each person. So it was like 3 times suspenseful.
Yeah, I agree with you. And you just forget sort of how it's going to be all scary and jumpy. And I was a bit worried that, is it going to be a bit more of a one-trick pony? Because they did pull out all the stops, I thought, for the first Quiet Place movie. But no, it's such a simple premise, but you can just repeat it over and over again in just different mini scenarios. Yeah. As you were saying earlier, there are 3 narratives for A Quiet Place Part 2, but the narrative I felt was a little bit forced was Marcus's story. He didn't have to do the things that he did do when he was coming out of the bunker and everything like that. It just didn't sit well with me personally.
Poking the bear.
Yeah, absolutely poking the bear. But I did like the payoff for that. To be fair, I liked that him and Regan were standing up to the aliens. It kind of just shows how they grow in themselves and sort of carrying on the survival, really. So, yeah, it felt a little bit forced, but I liked the payoff.
So overall, I really enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I would definitely recommend watching A Quiet Place first, just to get you in the mood for it again, and then go watch Quiet Place 2, preferably in IMAX, which is what we watched it in, which really made a difference. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I'm really impressed. I really hope everyone goes to see it, because, yeah, it does have that feel of Quiet Place Part 1, and I really hope there's going to be a Quiet Place Part 3.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed this film. It was just as good as Quiet Place Part 1. And like you said, we watched it in IMAX. And yeah, a bit bizarre, really. mostly silent film, but no, it did really add to the atmosphere. So I do highly recommend that if you do go to the cinema. And yeah, the effects was great, acting was brilliant, the soundtrack was really good, the scoring.
Music
it
was
was
so
just yeah, absolutely full of suspense, full of horror. Can't wait for part 3. I hope there's a part 3 because I felt the ending was a little bit rushed. I felt like we're at the middle part of the story now. We need one more just to sort of tie it off, really. But what do you guys think of A Quiet Place Part 2? Have you seen it yet? Let us know in the comments.
But always, thanks very much, guys, for watching. Please like, share and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And we'll see you soon for some more reviews.
Stay safe, everyone.
Bye.